In this video, I'll be taking you through the process of how to make reflective jacket. All the informations that you need, like where to get the materials, the name of the materials, how to cut it, I will be telling you in the video. So watch the video to the very end because I'll be dishing out the informations in between. The method of print that I use for this is screen printing. You can also do it by yourself. I have a class that is just for 10,000 naira. It's an online class, so you can stay in your house and learn this. Okay, a lot of my students are doing well. Okay, I'll be telling you more as we go on in the video. Now let's talk about the materials first. The materials to use. Okay, now you will need reflective tape or reflective lining. I choose to use reflective lining, and I'll tell you the reason I choose to use reflective lining as we go on. And I'll also tell you the difference between using reflective lining and using tape, the effect you're going to get. Okay, now this is reflective fabric. For this reflective fabric, we have different types. We have the one that is like net mesh like. We have the one that is not as thick as this. It depends on the amount your customer pay and the effect you want to get, I mean what you want to achieve after making the jacket. Okay, now there's a way to cut reflective jacket. We cut reflective jacket in one piece. Okay, in one piece. There's a way to cut reflective jacket. We cut it in one piece. Okay, after cutting it, you have to make the pattern. So for this one, they have the one that comes from the shoulder to the bust line, then the one that comes round at the bottom part, down part, and the one that comes like in between. You can see. So for this, you can see the number one is the front. I cut it in one piece. Number one is the front. Number two is the armhole area. Then number three is the back. Can you see? Okay, now this is the lining that I cut. I cut it in this inches is 4 inches, so I'll be using 1 inch to fold it in. Then we are going to have 3 inches. So when I created the line, I created 3 inches line. Now for the tape comes in 2 inches. Okay, you can only use it in 2 inches. Yes, and you don't need to fold it when you are using tape. You just go ahead and use it. But the reason I choose to use this lining is because of the pay of my customer. Yes, a customer that is paying you like 6k for each jacket, you can go ahead and use tape because tape is not cheap. A yard of tape, okay, for one jacket of this pattern, now you will use like 5 yards, 5 to 6 yards for it, and a yard now is 300 naira. So calculate it, and a customer that is paying 3,500, so definitely the customer that is paying 4,000, how do you want to gain from it? So if a customer is paying like 6,000 naira, you can go ahead and use tip for the person. But a customer that is insisting on paying like 3,500, 4,000 naira at the moment, then the person, you can only use fabric for the person. But the only good thing about the fabric is you can choose to increase the size. The size of the tape is 2 inches, but for this one I use 3 inches, so it will be more bolder. But the only thing about this lining is it tends to squeeze no matter how careful you are, no matter how careful, how you iron it very well. I ironed it after cutting it, like I ironed before using it, but you still have squeeze. It will still create a kind of small squeeze. Unlike tape is already straight. You just place it on it and use. But the squeeze is not bad. Yes, I'm just but if you want all this perfect, okay, you go ahead and use you can see the small squeeze I'm talking about here. You can see the squeeze. But if you use tape, it's just going to look very flat. Okay, so that is just the disadvantage of using the lining. Okay, now the method of print I decide to use is screen printing. And why do I choose to use screen printing? I choose to use screen printing because this cloth this jacket is something they will be wearing often. This is for a church and they'll be wearing it every Sunday. they wear it, they wash it, they wear it, they wash it. It's not something they produce and they say they want to just wear for 2 months. It's something they plan to wear for a very long time. So if I decide to use DTF can only last them for like maybe 4 to 6 months, and they will be seeing crack on it. But if it is normal t-shirt, that you wear, you don't wear t-shirt, or you don't wear the clothes all the time now, but this one every Sunday they must wear and wash. So I decide to use screen printing, and that is why I'm saying, if you know general printing, you must also know screen printing. And also, you must also be able to decide, when should I use this, when should I use this, when should I use this type of print, when should I use this type of print. It is very, very essential. Do you understand? Anytime I'm working for any company, or all these clothes that they wear all the time, like people that wear their clothes all the time every day, there's some workplace that they wear their clothes every weekend, there's some that wear it every day. You don't want to use DTF for people like that. You must use screen printing. And you see companies like that, they don't really have plenty colors. You just, maybe their brand is just 2 color for their logo, then 1 color for the back, that's just it. And screen printing is a go for something like that. Anytime I use screen printing to customize clothes like this, I'm rest assured, because I know customer will not call me back and be telling me it has cracked after 2 months. Because screen printing, after, if you cure it very well, it's going to last. And look at what we have. Everything is looking nice and perfect. This is the effect that I talked about. You can increase, the pattern. You can say I use 3 inches, is wide, but if I use tape, it's going to be more tinier, like, because tape is just 2 inches. But you can see the effect of the lining that I talked about. It has some kind of small squeeze. It is not bad, but just that, I love something to be perfect. You get, I just love something to be perfect. But what can we do? That is what that's what customer can afford. So, but the material that I use, very good, is the best. In fact, it's the best in the market. Okay, it's the best, it's the most expensive. This one is like, they sell it 2,000 naira per yard. It depends on where you are getting it from. 2,000 naira per yard, depends on where you are. So it's the best. I choose to use a very nice fabric for them. Even the lining is very, very good, durable. It's just that that small effect of squeeze, which is nothing, it's really nothing. But if a customer is paying you like 6,000 naira or 7K, choose to use this thing for them, tape. It will be more straight, there will not be squeeze on it. Okay, and also for the front part, I use magic tape, also known as Velcro. You can also use zip. It all depends on what your customer can afford to pay, but make sure you use good fabric for your customers. So I'll be adding the pattern of this reflective jacket in my streetwear class. If you are not in my streetwear class, the class is 25,000 naira. What are you learning there? You are learning how to make a t-shirt in a professional way, hoodies, sweatshirt, joggers, combat in a professional way. So if you are interested, chat me up on WhatsApp. If you are a tailor, join a class like now they look for out corset up and down. You are waiting for customers to bring corset and all one bed for you, where you can make out something like this and make money from it. If you can know how to do it, people will give you the job, customize it, and you make your money. In case you are interested, that's my number on the screen. Chat me up on WhatsApp. The class is 25,000 naira. My school pretty class is 10,000 naira. Streetwear class is 25,000 naira. I'll see you. Thank you for watching. Bye.